Hello everyone, Teacher Clay here. I have decided to make this step-by-step video on what we have covered in class. This video will help you create your own animation. You can play and pause this video at your own pace. So let's get started. This video is for Scratch 3.0. So if you are using a MacBook or a Windows computer, this video is for you. So today's exercise, we are going to be making a game. We're going to be making a paddle game. So I would advise you to create an account. On the top right corner of your Scratch, it will ask you to sign in. I want you to create yourself an account so you can save your work. We need to save our work because next week I'll be bringing out part 2 of this video. We are going to edit more coding to this game. So make sure you create an account first and then start following this video. Once you've created your account, it should show your name at the top, and once it shows your name, you are good to go. So our first step we need to do is give our animation a name. So where it said untitled over there in the white block, we're going to just change our name. You can give your game any name that you like. I'm just going to call this one Crazy Paddle. This is what I want my game name to be. So our game name is going to be called Crazy Paddle. So every time I want to come back into this, I can just go into my folder and just click on Crazy Paddle and I can edit my work once again. Once you have that, we're going to start adding some sprites now. So first thing, we need to get rid of this cat. We don't want this cat. There we go. Clicked on the bin. It is gone now. We are going to be adding 3 sprites. We're going to be adding the floor, a paddle, and a ball. That is all we are going to be animating today. And for part 2, we're going to be adding more sprites. So please make sure you follow this video. If you want to create your own version, you can, but we also need to keep this video saved because we need to edit this video in the following week. So let's get started. We're going to move our mouse to the cat icon at the bottom, go to the paintbrush, click on the paintbrush, and now we should be on this screen. Once we are on this screen, we're going to select the color of our floor. We're going to be drawing our floor first. So I want my floor to be like lava or red for fire. I want it to be dangerous. So red is a dangerous color. So if our ball touches this red, then I need my game to stop. That means it is game over. So select your color you want. I want red. If you want to have a different color, just move this bar and you should have different colors. Leave it on red. Then just click away. Now I have red. Now where it says outline, click on the drop arrow and just say remove. We do not want an outline. Okay, now this is finished. We already have our color and no outline. Now we need to draw our floor. Select the square icon at the bottom. It says rectangle. So we need to just click and draw our floor, just like that. Now, once you have done that, you're going to move your mouse to the right-hand side where it says Sprite 1. Take away Sprite 1 and change the name to Floor. Or you can change it to Lava or Fire. I'm just going to name it Floor for now. So I know which sprite this is. Now we can see that this sprite is not in the middle. So what we're going to do is we are going to move our mouse to where it says X positioning. X is left and right. Move our mouse to X, take away that number and change that number to 0. Press 0 and just press enter. Now our floor is in the center of the screen. Take your floor, drag it to the bottom. Drag our floor to the bottom, just like that. There we go. Now floor is at the bottom. If you want to make your floor smaller, you can by going back into our animation on this slide and just drop the bar. There we go. Now I have a small floor. Change my X back to 1, coming to 0. There we go. Now it's back in the middle. Okay, now our floor is complete. Now we need to add a paddle. You can either draw a new one by going to this and clicking on paint, or you can just select the paddle. There is a paddle in the sprite catalog, so you can just click the magnifying glass, scroll down until you see the paddle, or you can just click on the search bar and just press PA, and then you will see the first one over there, paddle. I'm just going to select this one so it makes my life easy. Drag your paddle, put it where you want it to be, change our X position to 0. We want to start in the middle. There we go. Always start in the middle. And now we need to add our ball. So we have our floor, our paddle, and now we need to add a ball. So we're going to move our mouse to the cat, go to the search bar, and let's find a ball that we want. You can either select the ball over here, or you can draw your own one. So I would like to draw my own ball. I don't want to use this one. If you want to use these, you can. I'm going to go back, and I would like to draw my own one. So I'm going to go to the cat, my paintbrush. There we go. Now, I want to click on the circle. I'm going to change the color of my ball. Let's make my ball, let's make it blue. A nice cyan color. There we go. Once I've selected that, no outline. Now, I'm going to draw my ball by clicking and dragging my mouse. Can you see it is making a different shape? We want to have a perfect circle. So how to have a perfect circle? We hold in Shift on our keyboard, and it will make a perfect shape. So we don't want our ball to be too big, so we're just going to keep it at a reasonable size. There we go. Once you have drawn your ball, let's make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Once you have drawn your ball, you're going to click on this select tool. And then you're going to click on that plus in the middle of the ball and just move it to the center. There is a cross in the middle. Just put the ball on top of the cross. It should snap automatically. There we go. Now it is in the center of this painting screen. But now I want the ball to start at the top. So let's first give our ball a name by going to where it says sprite and just change this name to ball. Change our X position to 0. There we go. And just click away. Once that is done, let's move our ball to the top just like that. Put it there. Now once I've moved it, I've changed my X position again. So let's just go and change that back to 0. Move it back to the center. There we go. Now we have all three sprites that we need. We have the ball, the paddle, and the floor. Now we need to start coding. So we're going to click on where it says code on the top left underneath the scratch sign. Click on code, and now we have this screen. If I click on the floor, it will show a floor picture over there. If I click on the paddle, it will show a paddle picture over there. If I click on the ball, it will show a ball picture over there. This shows you which one you are coding. So make sure whichever one you are putting codes in, it needs to be that picture. So we are not coding the floor, we need to code the paddle. So the first thing we are going to do is code our paddle. We need our paddle to move left and right. So first thing we need to do is we need to go to events. Click on events, get the one that says when green flag clicked. So once I click this green flag, that means our game starts. I'm just going to zoom in so we can see our coding. There we go. So once I click the green flag, this means the game will start. So we need to go to motion because we need to allow some movement. So I'm going to select the one that says go to X and Y positioning. This means this is the start position of our paddle. So if I move my paddle there by mistake, I just click the green flag and it will go back to the start. This is the starting position. So if you make a mistake and move it, just click on the green flag, it will go back to its start position. Now what we need to do is we are going to click on looks, scroll down to where it says show. We need to show our paddle at all times. Then we are going to get 1 under control. Click on control. We need to get 1 forever and 2 if and then. So we have 2 if and then icons. So we're going to drag this, put that underneath, take if then, put it inside, take if then, and put it inside, just like that. Once you have done that, we need to go to motion, and we're going to scroll down to, sorry, not motion, sensing. Click on sensing. Where it says this one, key, space, pressed, we're going to take this one, drag that, and we're going to put it inside this if and then clause. So if it is highlighted in white, that means it wants you to put it inside. So let go, and it will be inside. We need to get 2 of them. So we're going to 1 for this one and 1 for this one. So take that one, drag it. This one is highlighted, and drop it inside there. There we go. Now we need to change the keys. So on our keyboard, we want to press the left arrow on our keyboard to go left. And the other side, we want to go right, so we need to press the right arrow. So first thing we need to do is click on the space, go to left arrow. When I press my left arrow, I want this pedal to move left in this direction. If I press the right arrow, I want my pedal to move right. So now what we're going to do is go back to motion, because if I click on the green flag and press left and right arrow now, nothing is working. That is because we didn't add any motion. So let's stop that. Now we need to add some motion. So we're going to select the one that says change X by, because we need to move on our X axis. We don't need to move on our Y axis, so we're just going to get the one that says change X by. Put that there, change X by, and get another one, change X by, and put it there. You will find change X by under motion. Anything that has to do with movement will be under motion. Now that we've done that, you can see if we are moving in a positive direction, if I change this number to 1, my pedal will move slightly right. If I change my number to -1, it will move slightly to the left. So we know negative is left and positive is right. So let's change that back to 0 so we can see. So we need to change. When I press the left arrow, I need to go left. So I need to go -10. I need to move in the minus direction. Now, when I press the right arrow, I need to go into the positive direction. Now that once we've done that, let's click on play, and now I'm going to press my left arrow just to test. Left, that is working. Right, that is working. Okay, perfect. Let's press stop, green flag, stop, to get everything back into the middle. Now that we've done that, we need to see, I do not want this pedal to go through the screen. So if I press play again and I press left, my pedal is going through the screen. We do not want that. We want to stay within this box. So let's just stop, reset, stop. There we go. We are going to move down, scroll down, under motion, where it says if on edge bounce, and we're going to put it underneath the if, just there. Show you again, not in there, over there, just there. So forever, if the left arrow is pressed, then I must change into the -10 position. If the right arrow is pressed, then I need to change in the +10 position. And then all of this, if I am on edge, the pedal must bounce. So if I press play and I press left, hold it in, I cannot go through the wall. So now we know our pedal has been programmed. Perfect. Now let's just put everything back in the center. Click stop, play, stop. There we go. Everything is back in the center. Now our pedal has been programmed. So we need to create a motion for our ball now. So we are going to go to our ball icon, click on the ball sprite, and now we need to create an animation for this one. So first thing we are going to do is we are going to go to events. When I press the green flag, everything needs to start. So green flag, drop that there. And now we also need to go to the X and Y positioning. We want to make sure our ball always starts over there when we play our game. So motion, go to X and Y and put that there. This is our start position. So let's move everything like this and test. If I press the green flag, yep, everything goes back into their positions. Let's go back to the ball. There we go. So now we know this is working because of the X and Y positioning. Now we're going to click on look, and we're going to scroll down to where it says show. Click on show and put show over there. Now we need to make sure that this ball points in a certain direction. So we're going to go to motion, and we're going to click on the one that says point in direction. Take point in direction and put it underneath show. So this is the direction of the ball. The ball is going to be moving in this direction. So we would like to move in this angle. This is how we want our ball to move, in that angle. Okay, so what we need to do is, if the ball touches the paddle, it needs to move in any direction. So we're going to go to operation. We're going to take the one that says pick random number. Take pick random number, and we're going to drop it inside this, where it says 0 now. We're going to drop that inside there. If it's got a white ring, that means it wants to paste it inside. So then you let go. There we go. Now, once that is done, we are going to change this random number to minus 160 degrees, which is this angle, minus 160 degrees to positive 160 degrees. So it can move in any direction at this angle. Now, we need to get 1 under control. We need to repeat, because if I press play now, nothing is going to happen. Now we need to create movement. So we're going to go to the one that says forever. Get a forever clause. Then we need to get one that says if, then, else. And then we need to get another if and then. Right, and one more if and then. Let's keep this one on the side because this one we're going to do last. So in forever, we're going to paste if, then, else inside. There we go. Then we are going to paste this one, if, then, over there. Now let's program this one. We will come back to this one later. So now we're going to go to operation, and we need to get this one that says less than. Get the less than one. We need to change this one to 5. And now we need to create a variable because we want to add a score system. So we're going to go to variable, the orange one, make variable. And we are going to say for this sprite only for the ball. And we're going to change this one to points. Or you can change it to score. It is up to you. I'm going to change mine to score. And once I've clicked OK, over there at the top it says ball score. This is the score for the ball. If you do not want to have it say score, you can change it to points. So now we have this. We are going to take this one under variables, the one that we just created, score, drag score, and put that inside that green one over there. So if our score is less than 5, put that inside where it says if. If our score is less than 5, we need our movement movement steps to be 10. So every time I touch the ball and our score is less than 5, the ball will be slow. But now I want to make this ball faster. So if the ball touches my paddle and I get more than 5 points, I need to increase my speed. So we want to make it faster. So we're going to get move, put it in there, move, and then we are going to get another green one. And we're going to get the one that says plus. Get plus and put it on there, on that white circle right there. There we go. So if our score is less than 5, we move 10 steps. But if our score, let's go back to variables, let's get score. If our score is, oh no, take that out, get our green one back, put it inside there first, and then put that back over there. There we go. So if our score is higher than 5, we are going to plus 5 steps. So we're going to make our paddle faster. If you want to plus it maybe by 1 step, you can. 2 steps. Don't increase this too high because you don't want the ball to be very quick. Now, what we need to do is, if this ball touches the paddle, it needs to bounce and it needs to point in any direction. So now we need to create another if statement. So we're going to go to sensing, the blue one, sensing. And then we're going to look for the one that says touch, where it says over there, touching mouse pointer. We're going to take this one, change mouse pointer to the name paddle. This is my paddle. I'm going to change it to the paddle name. Take this one and put it inside there. Now we need to point in direction. We need to do the same thing that we did over here. So we're going to go to motion, point in direction, put that in the if statement right there. Do the same thing like we did here. Operations, pick random number and put it inside there. Boom, just like that. And now we need to go up. So let's see, what directions do we have? We need to move in a 75-degree angle. So we want to go in that angle when it touches the paddle, or in that angle, in negative 75. So let's change our first number to minus 75, negative 75. And we need to change our other number to positive 75. Change that one to 75. Now take this green one and put it inside there. There we go. So now we'll point in these directions. It will pick a random number. It will either go left or it will either go right. Now we need to add the scoring system. So what we are going to do is we're going to click on variables over there. Now we're going to select the one that says change. Take change and put change underneath point in direction. Just like that. Now where it says change my variable by 1, we're going to change where it says my variable. Let's change this one to score. Change my score by 1. So if the ball touches the paddle, I will get 1 point. And the same thing, if I press play now, if I press play, the ball is going out of the screen. So we do not want that. Let's just reset everything. Now, same thing like we did with the paddle. If on edge, we need it to stop. So let's go to motion, scroll down. If on edge, bounce. Take this one and put it underneath this if statement. Just like we did with the paddle. The same step. So go back to my ball. There we go. If on edge, bounce. So now let's test it. If I press the green one, there we go. Now our ball is bouncing. Okay, so if the ball touches the red now, we want the game to stop. So let's stop everything. Press play, stop. There we go. Now everything has been reset. Now this one that we put on the side, we are going to program for this red. So if the ball, go to sensing, if the ball touching color, take the one that says touching color, if the ball touches this red bar, we want the game to stop. So we're going to change this color Don't try and look for the red because you don't know what shade of red it is. We do not know. So the easiest way to do this is click on this icon here and just move your mouse onto the red icon. So if this ball touches this red bar, can you see my circle goes red? There we go. If the ball touches that, just click, and now I have my red color. It's the same color as my floor. So if the ball touches the red, we want everything to stop. So let's go to events, control, click on control, scroll down to the bottom where it says stop all. Take that and put that inside just like that. And now take all of this and put it underneath if on edge, right there, if on edge bounce. And this is our code for the ball. So now let's click on the green flag. Let's test, let's see if it works. And if the ball touches the red, do I die? Yep, there we go, the game has stopped. Okay. And let's test the paddles. Does the paddles work? Yes, I'm getting points, 4 points, and 5 points. Okay, so now we know our points are working. But now, every time I click on the green flag, our points are still on the same number. So we need to change that. So we are going to go back. We are going to go back to our paddle. Click on the paddle icon. And now we are going to just separate this one. Take away show, bring that down. Just like that. And we're going to add our points over there. So we're going to go to variables, set, bring that there, put it underneath. Change this variable to why is it different? Okay, let's delete that. Okay, we need to change this one. Okay, so we're going to have to delete all of our scores. We need to make sure that it's for everything. So everywhere where it says score, just take it out, just like that. And this one. And I'll leave that one there, that's fine. Let's right click on that, delete the score variable. We're going to make a new variable. This time we're going to say all sprites. All sprites. Change that to score. Okay. Now we're going to have a score system for the ball and the paddle. So where we had our score over there, let's go back to our paddle. Let's do the paddle one first. Set, put that there, change that to score. Set my score to 0, put that up. This one has been programmed. Let's click on ball and let's add in the white spaces. Add in the white spaces score and score. There we go. And now we need to say we are going to get a point. So underneath, pick a direction. Let's get the one, change my score. Put it over there and change this one to score. Now let's test if I press the green flag and I move left and right. It is working. My score is on 1. My score is on 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we know that is working. Let's see it touch the ground. Everything stops. Click on the green flag. Does our score reset? Yes, it does. Right. This is the tutorial just for the first step. This is part 1 of our game. Next week, we are going to be continuing from this spot and we're going to be adding more to our scene. Right now, we just have these 3 icons. So try and follow and have this exact same screen as me so we can continue next week. Right. If you would like to create your own version, you can create your own version. Just do that one on the side, but this one we are going to be working on together. Now, try and do your best and follow every step possible. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy.